This is the last episode.
Albino raccoon is very scary. I don't like it.
Let me see.
Because he has I'll pull it up. It's rare albino raccoon spotted in someone's backyard. And I think it's in Memphis.
Yeah.
And his eyes make me not happy.
Oh.
Because they look like they're filled in with egg yolk.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I like that when I eat it, but not in my raccoons.
I'm gonna adjust the mic live on the podcast.
You do that. Tell everyone what you're doing.
I'm adjusting.
Paint people a visual image.
I have my shitty, terrible $20 mic stand that I got from Amazon, and I'm adjusting it downwards a little bit to make the microphone middle part, the diaphragm is the name, go right into Andres' mouth.
I thought that was like the food hole.
No, that's
esophagus.
That's the other.
That's the
hole.
esophagus.
That's the other hole in the vagina.
Is that where it is? I lied to you this whole time? That explains so much.
Man.
That explains the teeth.
Guys, this is going to come out probably later than I want it to. But if you haven't voted and you have time, go vote. If you had voted...
Is it today voting day everywhere in the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay, because I keep seeing different dates for every place, but it was early voting.
This is the last day, that's why. This is the day.
Because that's how people vote 3 weeks ago.
This is the you can vote early. There's places where you can vote early, and then you can do mail-in votes. And then this, the November 6th is the...
I don't trust mail-in votes. They steal my identity.
Yeah, I blame the Russians and or Mexicans. Pick one.
They both get in the mail?
No, the both sides.
Oh, it's the wheel we spin on countries and people we don't like.
Hey, I don't like this result. Therefore, these people.
It's like it's Mad Libs.
Or these people tempered.
It's political Mad Libs.
There's 8 million. There's 30 million illegal immigrants or 30 million Russian bots. Pick one. They're both as silly. All right. Hey guys, that's my politics talks for today.
It's a lot of bots.
I also want... No, never mind. Hey guys, the last episode podcast. My name is Lou Trident Gum.
Lou Bega? Remember Lou Bega?
Is it weird that my orthodontist gave me gum after I got my braces off? Is that a common thing?
Is it sugar-free gum?
Let me see.
If it's not, then that is weird.
It is sugar-free gum.
Then that makes sense, because that's not
a sponsor, but this is Trident, bursting with more flavor, bubble gum. I don't like bubble gum flavor, so I probably won't have
What are you, a bench?
Yeah.
I recently had Hubba Bubba because there was extra at my work.
Okay.
I was like, man, Hubba Bubba fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It's way too sweet and lasts for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, right, I forgot.
It's the basic version of what's the animal one? The zebra one.
What the fuck are you saying?
The zebra gum.
Hubba Bubba?
Yeah, there's a gum.
Is it zebra?
Is that what it's called?
No, you're thinking of bazooka bubble gum.
No. There's one. People.
Because Hubba Bubba comes in the little the fucking birth control container.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. The zebra one is it comes in a big shit tube of gum.
No, that's a different one. That one's the literally the worst gum ever.
It was so popular when I was growing up. It was shitty.
Yeah, man, the early 2000s was weird.
You ever seen those pictures of people biting the whole roll of Hubba Bubba?
Yeah.
Fuck those people. So people eat Kit Kats and they just take a bite out of it and don't break it apart. Animals.
I saw a video the other day where it was someone about to they opened the Kit. It was how to properly eat a Kit Kat, and they opened the Kit Kat thing and was about to take an entire bite of the whole thing and then shot themselves in the face.
Real? Did you comment? Is this real?
Is real?
You shared it on Facebook and said, "Is this real, guys?"
Yeah, I should have. I've been sharing too many people dying videos on Facebook.
Is that real?
That one's real.
No, are you really doing that?
Yeah.
Are you really sharing real deaths right now?
That one wasn't the one that the Kit Kat one was not a real, but I shared a video. It was a cool video.
What the fuck?
Let me rephrase that word. Let me change the word.
You can't retract that statement in court. It's on the record.
I know.
No one objected. This is on the record.
The word cool to interesting.
To sexy. To arousing.
To hashtag
the judge can I change that phrase to arousing?
To I'm wet now. So it was a video where this guy was riding his motorcycle and then, he was about to go. What was it? Let me rephrase this. Yeah, he was riding his motorcycle down a neighborhood, streets. And you know where you usually ride motorcycles on the street, and he gets accosted by a criminal with a knife, in front of him, and it's like, "Hey, man, you're gonna get off this." It was funny how like polite they were to each other. They was like,
was it like in the UK?
No, it was in America for sure. Yeah, the guy was like, "Hey, man, you're gonna give me this bike now," and like holding the knife to the guy's face, like, "Yeah, man, here you go."
But he's on the bike.
Yeah, I know. He's like, "Yeah, you're good."
This can't be real. This is too stupid.
And then the guy was he gives him the bike. The guy gets on the bike and then is about to go off, and then the guy that got his bike stolen pulls out a gun, murders that guy, and then drives off on the bike.
This feels incredibly fake and stupid.
It might be. I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
Okay, he's riding a motorcycle or like a bike.
Motorcycle.
Then this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Fair.
Because you have... How did he hear the guy who said, "Hey, get off your bike"? When you're on a... Have you ever been on a motorcycle,
He wasn't going fast. He was going like... This is what I'm saying. He was going to like a residential area, like pretty slow.
But okay, he saw... When the guy threatened him with his voice, was his knife already out?
Yeah.
Then you just go faster and leave.
You're correct. I'm not saying it was a... I'm not... Okay.
It's so outrageous. I can't believe that's real. That's why I'm not mad at you. Because this feels fake, so I can't be mad at you. If it's real, then fuck you.
There's another...
Don't share that shit on Facebook.
Where was another one that I saw? I mean, I didn't... I reshared it.
That's the same thing. That's putting on everyone's fucking wall. Like Facebook is the worst.
There's another one that
it's not even in order.
But it wasn't graphic. That's the thing. It wasn't graphic. And so that
makes it okay.
Yeah. And there's another one, and I don't remember what it was. Oh man. Oh well. Sorry guys. You don't get my daily death recap.
.com.
.biz.
For all your hot, sexy deaths.
Hot, sexy dads.
Are you at home watching people die again?
I am officially bored of the dad meme, the sexy dad meme.
It's not a meme. It's a culture shift. What are you talking about? No, it's a real. That's a real meme.
You're right.
That's the actual meme.
Maybe that's why I'm tired of it.
It is a changing of the guard of ideas.
It's a meme that
passing it down to our children.
It's a meme that got birthed out of the vagina of the internet and is now a real.
It's more like a maw.
A moth?
A maw. M-A-W.
M-A-W-T-H?
C-C? Two C's?
.com.
Are you?
I don't know what this podcast is.
.biz.
This is the last episode.
.zone.
All right, let's talk about your dumb Fallout thing real quick.
We're gonna go on Fallout, but I gotta tell you about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Trinity that happened with Fallout.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
At 9 p.m. EST or 6 p.m. PST over on Bethesda's Twitch or their Mixer, if you use Mixer.
No one uses Mixer. Never mind, a lot of people use Mixer.
Their tweet came out. Watch Adult Swim's Rick and Morty play Fallout 76 on Xbox One with Ninja and Logic.
What?
This is a real thing that is happening.
Hold on, I gotta stop for a second.
There's a lot going on there.
I gotta analyze that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So say the names again.
The massively #1 streamer on Twitch.com, Ninja.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Will be playing Fallout 76, the multiplayer pseudo MMO game from Bethesda Softworks.
Yeah.
With known video game player rapper Logic.
Yes, this is true. And
Rick and Morty from Adult Swim's hit animated TV show Rick and Morty.
So Justin Roiland? Like
they don't say,
because he does
they say is Rick and Morty.
Because he does both the voices.
Mm-hmm.
So is he going to be playing?
See, the joke is that they could just get anybody to do those voices and no one would notice.
So could he just, is he going to be playing one character and then like one of them's going to be in the background?
He'll be playing two PCs.
Or
with his feet.
Little do you guys know, Justin Roiland is a real
foot fetish.
Is a foot fetish. .com. Justin Roiland is a foot fetish.com. Someone go.
Look like a political slander site. Against Justin Roiland.
Yeah, it really is. Vote no on Justin Roiland's foot fetish.
Getting signed into Congress.
Prop 72. It's not 76. Whatever.
It's just prop foot.
Prop foot. Prop 9 got taken off the ballot and was replaced with prop foot.
They somehow typed the word foot. Like, it's just like an emoji for foot. It becomes part of the keyboard.
That'd be great. I imagine
next to the enter key.
Yeah.
Just a big foot. Like a real.
No, the second enter key. So like you have the regular one on your keyboard and then the number pad enter key. So the number pad enter key is a foot.
It's like a really it's too gross.
All right, guys, let's talk about the dumpster fire that is the video game known as Fallout 76.
So did you try to get into that beta at all?
Why the fuck would I do that?
Because
I'm not playing that garbage of a game.
So you're even less sold on it than I am.
Yeah, no.
Because you were kind of like, I might. You were looking at it.
I was interested because the idea of a multiplayer Fallout game is more interesting than the concept of the idea of it is way more interesting than I think the execution could ever be right now. And then the more I heard about the mechanics and stuff, the more I'm just not into. Like the idea of so they like one of the things that the biggest thing that turned me off was like gameplay wise was the idea of getting nukes and then being able to destroy people's bases.
Yeah, that's the end game goal for that game.
Which one? But it's not though.
It is. They describe it as it's the end game goal.
Okay. Here's the thing though, like, but then whoever you destroy, they just respawn with other stuff. So it's like, what's the point? I don't know.
Well, it's to change the map.
Yeah, I guess.
Because also when you do it, you create an area where rare things come from. It's a way to like keep the loop.
It's interesting.
Go loot stuff going.
I don't know. Just the more I thought about the,
and it is the single most like, man, we don't give a fuck about what these games were about at all. Like, forget the anti-nuke message. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
What if we just let you have one and not have it like have any real consequence?
Yeah,
like, again.
That's how I looked at it. And then also quickly, day one realized, oh, this is just leftover assets from Fallout 4. There's a lot
of new stuff, but some of it is reused.
Well, this is because
it's too big of a game to not do that.
Because this is what they wanted. And this is Bethesda wanted to add multiplayer to Fallout 4. Couldn't do it at the time.
I think they just even like thinking about trying to do it after 3 came out.
Yeah, they've been thinking about it for a while, and so they're like, "Fuck it."
Which is like kind of Elder Scrolls Online was like the beta test for all this kind of stuff of like getting their kind of server stuff working,
which is interesting
in their fucked up engine that is the Gamebryo engine.
Yeah, ESO's not as bad.
ESO got a lot of work done to it.
Yeah, you're right.
For some reason, and now it's doing well.
I played it for a while. I got to like level something, and it was
I want to peek at the Morrowind stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like Morrowinds.
Yeah.
But I don't like MMOs anymore. So fuck that.
That's fine. Anyways,
I just want to see the mushroom forest in HD.
Yeah, man. I mean, someone's making that Morrowind remake still for like the last.
Yeah, because one came out a couple years ago, but still, it's like it's nice to see like new assets made just on a new engine just for Morrowind stuff.
Well, that's what. I mean, there's fans doing it. I'm saying, and they're doing a very good job. Like, I love the fan stuff that they're doing with Morrowind, and it's getting close. I think we probably have like 2 or 3 years out.
And Morrowind, good video game.
Yeah, and then it'll just be the game. Someone was able to port the entire game over to Android, like it's into an APK.
Original Morrowind?
Yeah, you can.
Impressive.
You can. They made a PC emulator specifically for the game.
Like it goes through like BlueStacks or something.
No, it's on your.
Not BlueStacks. Like it makes a virtual machine.
Yeah, pretty much. So you have your Android phone, and they made a PC emulator that only runs Morrowind. It has controls and everything. Like it's specifically.
So they built an emulator just to play one game.
Mm-hmm. Because it's hard to do a PC emulator. And so
no, of course, but I'm assuming like they can just work on that now. But so it's like why'd you make it? I want to play Morrowind on my phone.
Yeah, and so they didn't run really fucking well because it's just a PC emulator. Like when you think about like the specs on your phone,
the specs of your phone should be able to run more. Base Morrowind is not like that demanding.
No,
I was like, wow, you have 4 gigs of RAM, fucking hot shit over here.
Yeah,
I'm playing Morrowind. God damn.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so what are the real news about the video game?
Man, Fallout 76's PC settings were not even like F tier.
It was
like almost non-existent.
It was like a Bandai Namco port of a PC game.
Like it's like Xenoverse 1 levels of like, why did you bother?
Yeah.
Like for one, it was I watched a video where someone has like an overclocked CPU and like a pretty beefy setup.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, I couldn't get more than like 43 frames per second.
Yeah, I think I see. Yeah, I saw
on the first couple days.
He's like, I have a 1080 and like a i7 whatever number.
And things like, I want to change my FOV.
Mm-hmm.
There's no FOV slider in the game in this beta for some reason.
Which look, so one that's dumb on PC. Like
that's inexcusable on PC.
Yeah, it's
like that's that's like bare minimum.
Even Activision figured that out like by like I don't even know.
Even Ubisoft figured that out when they're making their shitty ports. They knew you could like let you change your FOV at least.
Yeah, but like Call of Duty started changing FOV sliders on PC and like Modern Warfare 3 or something. Like
could you change it? Could you change it with any files though? Before?
No.
I'm assuming you could just fuck with any files.
I think so. Probably, most likely. But they're just putting it in the menu. I think it was after Modern Warfare 3. So Black Ops 2, I think, was the first one.
Black Ops 2, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because Treyarch is good with PC stuff. But not only did they not put a slider, they locked it at 70.
Oh yeah. Also to mention that they locked it at 70, which if some people don't know, for PC at base, that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
because the standard monitor size, if you can run Fallout 76, you don't have like a small monitor. You have like at least a somewhat decent size.
Well, it's not even a size thing. It's more of, okay, so the reason why people like high FOVs on PC is because you're using a mouse and keyboard. And so having a higher FOV means you can see more of the screen and you can move faster.
Well,
so because you can move faster with the mouse than you can on a controller. And then having a high FOV is you can see more of your surroundings. And so that just gives you such a bigger advantage compared to console. You can see more and move faster.
But it's sort of that it's like they understand that like they understand that base part as well. But they know that people's over as a whole, it's known that like, you know, people who build custom PCs and people who play games on PC are like the top 1 percentile.
Yeah,
because that's because there's so many pieces out there.
Mm-hmm.
But those people don't have like small monitors. They have at least medium to large monitors. So it's going to look even worse if you keep the minimum to 70 for the beta. Like it's going to look even worse for those people.
Yeah, like
how can you not realize
like,
that?
I usually in my first person game,
like if it was like locked at 90, like okay, we'll give you a slider when the game comes out. Maybe
like 90s.
That'd still be shitty. That'd still be shitty. But if it was even at that, which is like the kind of like unspoken standard, that would at least be okay. Fine, we'll like smile and nod for that part at least.
Yeah, my FOVs like on FPS games usually around 110, 150. Like on Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3.
People like depends on the game. Like I'll put it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it depends on the game.
Like on the gun model size.
Well, because some people do FOV where it extends your field of view, but it doesn't affect your actual person.
Yes,
and which actually surprisingly Call of Duty does really well. They actually extend everything, which I like.
With the view models.
Yeah, because here's my problem with Call of Duty always is that you're holding your gun at your mouth.
Yeah.
Like it looks like your gun is at your chest.
That's the way it's designed.
Yeah, and so extending the FOV not only extends your surroundings, but actually moves the camera out so you can see your entire arm.
Yeah,
and so like which is like way more natural feeling. So yeah, but not every game does that. Like some games will do only the surroundings, and some games will do both your person and the surrounding. So it depends on the game. But usually people on like most people who play PC games at this point in 2018. Change their FOV. Like no one ever uses the default 70 or 90 FOV. Yeah. Like whatever.
Unless you're incredibly new, which at this point, even if you are, you've already done the research on like how this stuff is different on PC.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
you would know that.
Like, you know this at this point.
You would know what AA is. You would know about all the like parallax scaling.
You're not going to buy a PC that can run a game like Fallout 76
and not know what FOV is.
And not know what FOV is.
At this point, there's no way.
There's zero. It's literally impossible. Because there's no way you're going to spend that much money on a PC and not do some research, and then you'll learn why should I even get a PC? Yeah. FOV slider, bam, like right there, like. Whatever.
FOV, consistent frame rates, being able to smooth out. We still call them jaggies for some reason.
Yeah, it's
get less blur on the image, better textures,
and yeah.
Which this game still has issues with.
Well, it looks like Fallout 4. Like
that's my problem. Looking at it, it looks worse than Fallout 4 on PC.
It does.
That's crazy to me.
There's pop-in issues.
They're gross. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a PS2 game.
It does.
Like the image is like so fucking like not clear.
Yeah.
On certain aspects, the pop in like it looks ugly.
Yeah.
Like Fallout 4 was like impressive to the fact that they could like make the movements or like make a movement smoother and like it can handle more.
Well,
but it's not a pretty game. Fallout 4 is not a pretty game. It's impressive, not pretty.
The reason why I was impressed by Fallout 4 is solely because I knew what engine it was on. And the fact the fact that they can make that engine feel that smooth, it's not perfect.
But it doesn't
obviously.
Look good.
But like the jump between what was it? Skyrim was the game.
Skyrim was the last one.
Okay, so the jump from Skyrim to Fallout 4 is such a massive jump using the same engine. Yeah. Like that's what I was impressed with. But from Fallout 4 to 76, using same engine, same assets, pretty much. It's the same.
Like texture. I'm not looking for like a massive upgrade here. That game only came out 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, no, but I'm looking. But 3-4 years ago.
But it looks worse.
Yeah.
Which is what I don't understand.
Yeah.
At least on the PC version, I don't understand that.
I understand. It's probably because you're having to deal with other humans now.
It's server stuff,
and so your CPU just probably couldn't handle loading in stuff. And are streaming in content
because using a shitty engine.
Because it's using a shitty engine.
Modern new MMOs don't look like shit.
The fact
when they're big, like look at Terra, look at Black Desert.
The fact that Treyarch was able to make a better engine optimized for a big, massive scale than Bethesda at this point fucking blows my mind. Like Blackout runs better than Fallout 76, which is oof.
And that game comes out pretty soon too.
What?
Fallout 76.
Yeah,
it comes out this month.
Yeah, that's it. Like
the console beta's been out for a couple days because that was the one that came out later. You can go play it.
Yeah, I hate the way we've talked about this, the way that they name betas now, because it's not a beta. Like the game's
they call it a beta as a joke, like their software. It's like the break everything. Like they made fun of it as well, but still, it's like
because they understand the.
But this is what a real beta should be. But the game shouldn't be out in the month that the
That's
beta
what I'm saying.
comes out.
Betas nowadays come out like a month
Because
or two
this acts like
before.
a real beta where it's like, okay, from this time to this time, the servers are live, go play it. That's what a real beta is supposed to be for stuff like this.
Yeah.
Having come out the same month, like, this is not right.
No,
this is too many issues.
Like there should be another like 3 months.
Like the
before
best
this game
issue
comes
of all was that when people got the launcher on
out. Oh my god, this
PC,
is the funniest shit, dude.
because of like a weird install error, it would just delete the launcher from the PC
It deleted the game.
and make you re-download the game again.
Yeah, it deleted the 55 gig game.
And they're like, oh, we're gonna patch the game on PC like for the beta. What is it? How big is it gonna be? 30 gigs?
Yeah.
It's like, what? This game is not ready to come out
No.
again. Like it might be more of a shit show than Fallout 4 was.
Oh, definitely.
When it launched.
It already is.
New Vegas was the
People-
worst one, but that's like Bethesda being nefariously fucking evil. Well, that's more ZeniMax, not Bethesda, but
Yeah, that
same
was-
company. But like
Um,
them as publisher being fucking evil with it, and it's like, no, it's coming out now. But 4 was a fucking mess. It's still bad on console. It is still bad on console.
But 4, I still know
Some
people,
parts of
but
it,
there
at
are
least.
still people that will defend 4. I don't know.
Performance wise?
And just the game. Like,
Well, that's different. That's fair. It's a good game. It is not a game that I like.
No, I'm saying like they can like, yeah, it runs bad, but it's still good, or blah blah blah, whatever. You know, like
On
there are-
console, it's inexcusable the way it still runs. The way it
Maybe.
came out is inexcusable.
Maybe. I'm looking
the
at
way
PC
it still runs.
I'm
is-
looking at PC like today. I don't see anyone doing that with Fallout 76 anytime soon.
It's
Like no one's
Bethesda,
gonna
so
be-
it's Bethesda, so they will.
maybe.
But Bethesda gets a free pass.
You're probably right.
Every time.
You're probably right.
They've gotten it ever since. They've gotten it thanks to Oblivion.
Yeah.
Because Oblivion was a bananas that even came out on a console that it could run on a console.
Yeah, yeah.
And people will defend them ever since.
You're correct.
Every single time.
All right.
People go, oh, the mods will fix it.
Yeah.
That should still docket review points.
I guess now that we're
Some reason not to buy because it does not work and deletes your saves.
is that like most of the problems for 76? So we can move on to more problems in video games.
76 is like, or like too detail oriented.
Yeah.
That you need to like watch streams or
Yeah,
play it yourself.
There's problems. You should check it
Too
out.
many audio diaries. Because there's no fucking voice acting in that game.
So
Human.
I have to talk about Call of Duty Zombies. So sorry everyone else. But no, this is actually very interesting. I think even for people who don't play zombies with this, you know,
Everyone pull up your pillows.
Yeah.
Get nice and comfy.
fuck, dude, Treyarch fucked up. Activision, I don't know who to blame. I actually don't know who to blame. Both have a play. Everyone is at fault. From Jason Blundell to David Vonderhaar to Treyarch devs, like the Treyarch devs to Activision as a publisher. Like everything about it is bad. So Black Ops 4 is not a finished game. Like that game came out too early, and was in not development hell, I guess. It's just more a year into the game they scrapped everything and started a new game.
It had a big change.
It had a huge change. Like only like a year into the game or something. Like and like a good amount of work was done, and then they had to, hey, we're gonna do battle royale, and so and no campaign. So all your other stuff, like all the things that this game was gonna be, all the jump mechanics that you had in the game already, because we know there was going to be jump mechanics in. They were already building the maps for it. This is why on Black Ops 4, when you play multiplayer, I'm sure people have noticed as they played it, you can grapple stuff from seemingly super
And
far
why
away.
buildings are so vertical.
Yeah, the reason why they had to change the grappling mechanic is because they had to like extend your reach pretty much, because those jumps were meant for freaking jump packs. And so they had to make your regular human jump much bigger. But
just make a map on the moon, it'll be fine.
And we already knew, that
actually,
yeah,
I'm not even joking. Just make that.
Yeah, sure. I
Because
honestly,
people would like it.
Yeah, just do a remake of Moon, but for multiplayer. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'd want to see that happen. It would be mainly like if it was domination. Point B would be in the big greenhouse.
That's too big of a game.
Black Ops maps can be big.
Black Ops map, not Black Ops 4.
You can make it if you move if you move that fast in that game, you can just make it big.
Maybe.
Just give you like boost packs that make it go vertically forward fast too.
Maybe. The problem in domination is 5 players, so
make it 20.
Yeah. Do what's
20 on 20.
What was the one that was used to be a game mode like that where it was your teammates
16 on 16.
It was 13 on 13 or something like that. Or
It's fucking awful.
Yeah, 9 on 9 I think is what it was. It was interesting.
Anything more than 6 on 6 is fucking awful in that gameplay style.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So all these development problems, the game came out and there were problems, but it wasn't like, okay, there was a lot of unplayable parts, like zombies kept crashing. There's a lot of broken stuff on PC and stuff, and like
some issues with Blackout, but like nothing that was like they weren't consistent enough to like ruin it for everybody, but they were still bad.
They were still bad. And here's the thing though, people started forgiving them because like within 3 days a patch came in, like an actual patch, and then a bunch of what is it called when like you get updates but you don't have to download anything,
like a hotfix.
Yeah, hotfixes like every day, and like they were constantly working on it, constantly making updates on Reddit and stuff, saying like, hey guys, here are the issues, here, blah blah blah. That being said, there is an issue for zombies that never got fixed for PS4 players and Xbox One players mostly.
What is
PC players, the crashes, the blue screens. The crashes.
They're still happening?
It's still happening at the same rate it was at launch.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I've crashed once on multiplayer and once on zombies. I think the zombie ones was due to my internet cutting out and because everything's online. And then the multiplayer,
which was already a mistake on the developers and publishers' part.
Whatever, but they started doing it in Black Ops 3, so that was a losing battle.
Still don't like it, but yeah.
It was a losing battle like 4 years ago or whatever. But
games as a service.
Yeah. What's it called? So yeah, I had the one crash in zombies, but like I said, I think it was an internet thing, and then the crash in multiplayer happened like a couple days ago, 2 days ago maybe, and that one I think was just the game crashing. But that was the only crash I've had on PC, and a lot of people on the Reddit and like I'm talking to people personally who I know like have the game on PC haven't really seen too many issues on PC. There's an issue early on where there was some texturing stuff where textures wouldn't stream in no matter what your like they wouldn't stream in unless you had a graphic setting to like high.
One of those stupid like it's just a weird thing wasn't toggled so it didn't work.
But it was like necessary to do like most of the map. It was on Mob of the Dead, like the numbers when you go to like to get the spork to get the wardens to spawn.
Like you couldn't see it.
Like you couldn't see the numbers unless your graphics
that
were on very high.
That feels like a hey, wait a minute, why isn't this?
Yeah,
like this was designed to load in on these lower settings, but it just didn't work. Like some string was broken.
Yeah, exactly. It was I think it's an oversight.
That's a classic PC problem.
Yeah, exactly. Classic PC problem. It got fixed. And another thing that happened on PCs, which I love the other day, is we got like a PC specific balancing to multiplayer. So now because the piece, obviously, because that's how video games are, PC metas are usually different than console metas. And so
they don't do that with Overwatch.
They don't do that with Overwatch, but
even though it's played on both consoles, even though the main competitive is on PC.
Yeah, it's insane. But Treyarch understands that, like, hey, maybe people are better on PC in certain ways than on console.
With one-hit kill weapons.
Yeah, so let's let's nerf snipers and nerf certain assault rifles and grip, for example, on PC, but not as much on console because maybe on console you need the assist. Like that.
That's cool.
Well, man, I fucking like I thank Fonderhard. Like I thank everyone at Treyarch for that because like as a PC player, like that was so good. I love that. That being said, so my personal experience on this, it does not reflect the general population of people. Like most people are playing on PS4. Like that's just most people who are playing Call of Duty or Black Ops 4 is on PS4.
It's PS4
and Xbox One, but
it's a majority PS4.
Majority PS4.
It's the winning console this generation.
And
most people
that's
PS4.
the one getting the most fucking problems.
Every problem I saw was on PS4 the first week.
The blue screen issue.
It's insane.
So
like it would happen. Like there was like no reasons for it happening. I would see it just like round 10 crash, round 55 crash.
Yeah,
like a free for all crash, blackout loading it in crash.
Yeah, the blackout one like just loading into the map crashes. Yep. I've usually watched like Mr. Raffle Waffles. He's kind of one of my favorite.
He's one of the biggest guys.
I think he is the biggest zombie user. Noah J is pretty big too. I don't know the numbers anymore, but like the biggest ones on YouTube right now for
it's
Call
one
of Duty
YouTube will feed to you.
Yeah, Mr. Dollar.
Whether you want to see Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah,
or not.
Mr. Dollar JD. What's his, I just said his name.
Whoop to Scoop.
Whatever.
Mr.
Raffle Waffles and Noah J. There you go. Those are the
big boys
ones
that I know of.
Yeah, exactly. Rad Austin isn't as big as I thought he was. He only has like 150,000 subscribers or something. But he's like the best for story stuff. So I usually go to him for story stuff, not so much gameplay, but for game.
The problems that people have with this game is story. It's the game.
Exactly.
Part.
So the gameplay stuff, I've been
you
watching
can't even
a lot of
play it.
Milo, which is Mr. Raffles' name. So yeah, and he streams the game pretty much every day, like 4 hours, 5 hours or something. And literally every single game, it ends with a crash.
Are you serious?
Not even like he. So he
is he on a base PS4?
I don't know.
That's what I'm really curious about. If like the PS4 Pro stops crashes, I'm really curious about that.
It doesn't. I don't.
Well, as much.
I haven't heard that.
Then yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Someone would have said it. Like like this console does better than like I haven't heard it. Yeah. I know that textures like the game looks better.
But that's standard.
But everyone knew that already. So no one's talked about it really. I think the crashes are not a graphics thing. It's a simple coding thing. Not simple, I guess. So some understandings of how Call of Duty Zombies works for the story, I guess, quote unquote, of how you progress through the game. Because you can just play Call of Duty Zombies, just survive how long as you can. But that's not really what people do anymore who actually play the game. Now there's Easter egg quests. And so the quests, you have to find stuff around the map. They don't really, and what's unique about Call of Duty Zombies is that it doesn't tell you what to do. You have to figure it out yourself. And sometimes it takes community sometimes hours, sometimes a couple days to solve the Easter egg quest.
Or weeks in some cases as well.
Never weeks.
Like to not
the longest,
not the egg, but I mean like to find like everything involved with
that takes a while. Yeah. But like the main Easter egg,
which people still consider part of the gameplay.
Yeah,
it's like just finding that stuff.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I like
the people like you care about that stuff. They play the game for that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And so this game launched with 4 maps. Well, 3 on disc, classified, which is the 5 remake. If you
pre-order,
or I think the
pre-order or like hardened edition or higher,
deluxe edition or something like that. Whatever the version I have, the $100 version of the game, the one with that gives you the season pass or whatever, the Black Ops Pass is what it's called,
the fancy boy edition.
Yeah, which is a really good map actually. So all the Easter eggs were solved. So the main Easter egg quest. I think the first one that was solved was 9. That was solved in a day, I think. Voyage was solved in like 3 days. Blood of the Dead was solved maybe like 4 days, I think. Classified, 10 days after the game came out, no one could find it. And some people were like, why is it like, and Classified was getting usually the most crashes. Classified seemed to have the most problems. There's a dog issue that was so fucking funny. And it still happens to this day, and I still get this.
Is it ragdoll?
No, randomly, dogs will spawn so much. They'll just be like, all right, you're playing the game, and then 6 dogs spawn right in front of you.
Oh, that's so aggravating.
It's so sometimes you'll get dog rounds that it's like
playing multiplayer, but in a horde mode.
And that
with shitty spawns.
Sometimes you'll get dog round. This doesn't happen anymore, but there'll be dog rounds where you get like 30 dogs spawning on top of each other and then coming after you, and then there's no way.
You know what it is a Black Ops 1 where they spawn 10 dogs in a room?
Yeah.
And it happens to be the one you're in and you just die?
Yeah,
you don't miss those days. Oh wait, they never left.
Yeah,
they never fixed the spawns for that. The things that are not zombies.
It hasn't been a problem for a while.
Well, because they haven't had as many of them.
Yeah, it hasn't been but this game.
And they made one of the main big maps all about that.
Yeah,
didn't fix it.
It got better. I'll be honest. One of the fixes that they did, because they're like everyone's complaining like real quick, like fix this, which is fair. And so instead of like fixing it the first fix, which in this fix is more of another problem, is now when dogs spawn, they create an invisible barrier around them before they spawn. That way the dogs don't spawn on top of you. But the problem is if you're running and then all of a sudden
stops you from moving,
and then a dog spawns.
Fuck.
It's like that's just not that's not a fix.
Just who's used to where like when the dog spawns in, they don't run for like a second or two.
Yeah,
it looked like shit. That's why they fixed the problem.
Exactly.
Kind of.
That's a better temporary fix than what they did. But whatever.
Make them do a funny Fortnite dance before they attack you. So the
classified Easter egg, we were able to solve the first part of the Easter egg, what we thought was the first part of the Easter egg, which is to get the free Winter's Howl. It's not that hard to do. Like it's really easy even on solo to do. All the other Easter eggs are fucking impossible to do on solo, which sucks for me as a solo player. So whatever. I'm out of luck. If there's one where you have to do Morse code, you have to sit there and listen. You have to sit there and do like random Morse code and not stop. And there's zombies coming after you. And so when you're playing by yourself and you can't have someone train around a zombie, it's literally impossible. On Blood of the Dead, it sucks. But on Classified, the steps to do this Winter's Howl thing is pretty easy. And then they solved that in a couple days, and everyone thought like, this cool, we did the Easter egg. But then we realized quickly that because the way the menu systems are on Black Ops 4 Zombies is it shows when you complete the main Easter egg quest. It says literally on the menu, like underneath whatever map you're going to pick, it shows main quest, complete, time completed, blah, blah, blah. And we were able to solve that what we thought was the Easter egg on Classified, and it didn't show that we completed the main Easter egg. So everyone thought, oh, there's still a main Easter egg to do. We didn't get a cutscene or anything, so there must be another one. It says it right on the menu, but we haven't done it yet. So let's keep grinding. Now, remember, there's crash issues. So people keep crashing on like run 10, run 20, whatever. Like it's randomly crashing all the time. And then someone, one of the playtesters, I believe, leaked out that because there's been leaks a bunch for Black Ops 4 Zombies. The playtesters been leaking stuff all the like left and right.
Man, the people who watch the QA people at Activision are not doing a good job.
No, not for this game.
It was probably outsourced. Probably wasn't in house or something.
Probably
because it's such a big game.
Also, they're moving stuff over to Blizzard this year, so like.
Yeah, it's like another team that was like they couldn't monitor that well.
Yeah,
but that's a lot. It's too many for QA to do that.
Yeah, whatever. Still though, so someone said, "Hey, maybe try getting to really high round, and then it'll unlock." And so people like, "All right, here we go, the high rounders." So because the community is kind of split to like Easter egg hunters and high rounders, where people try to like. You know, I'm more
climb leaderboard.
Yeah, I'm more of an Easter egg story guy. Like that's kind of the community I fall into. But there's a whole other community of people just like I want to get to round. 150, and then the game crashes because that's as high as it'll go. Actually, Treyarch said before this game came out that they capped them. They put the max round from 256 of Black Ops 3 to I think 1,000 in this. I think I might be wrong about that, or maybe it's 256 in this game. Whatever. But they changed. They said specifically a number. This game they
people want to get to that number.
Yeah, and so people are thinking, all right, what if we try to get to the number? And so someone got the only way people can get to those numbers. That's the thing. No one was able to even get past like around like 70
without crashing.
Without crashing.
Jesus fuck.
And then the most terrible thing happened. So the zombie YouTuber glitch team, high round glitch team, figured out a way to activate. So there's another game sub part for zombies called mutations, where you can put custom stuff on it and pretty much I talked about this. You completely change the way the map works. You can have dogs only, do zombies horde in this space or blah blah. It's really very specific stuff. But when you go into that mode, all the Easter eggs are deactivated, which makes sense because you don't want to cheat the Easter eggs. However, someone figured out that if you put dogs only and a bunch of other stuff on classified, it makes the game sometimes think that you're in regular mode and all the Easter eggs are unlocked. And so they realized, well, fuck it, we'll do that and try to get to around 150. I think they started themselves on round 50 and then just kept going. And they got to around 150 and a cutscene starts and then that's it. And then they got the achievement. And people realized the fucking Easter egg quest in classified is get to around 150 and then you win.
What was the hint for it?
No, there is none. It's just get to around 150 and then you get
I think that most players who even enter this game mode will never ever be able to do.
No, excluding the crashes. No,
that's what I mean. But the premise the game was working, like it would go best like round 70.
Mm-hmm.
Most players can't do that.
No, my highest round was 137, which was on Kino. Like that was like the easiest map ever, and I couldn't.
That's like considered one of the easiest maps ever. Too.
Yeah, and I couldn't even get that high. Like whatever, 137 is high, I guess. Like whatever, like it's not high. It's enough.
Higher than average, but 150 is like what the fuck?
Yeah,
why so high?
I think, and Milo, Mr. Raffle Waffles, if you want to learn more about this stuff, watch his channel. He made a 40-minute video, pretty much
rants. In parentheses, right?
Yeah, but
fuck.
But here's the thing,
everyone titles it the same.
But here's the thing about his rant. I don't think he used the word rant.
Well, like the way.
But here's the thing about his video, though. It means more coming from someone like him because
he cares.
He cares more than probably most other people in this community.
Most people should.
He cried when he watched when he completed the Blood of the Dead Easter egg, like watching that cutscene. One, because I did it without crashing.
It was probably like out of exhaustion.
Well, this man has been like. He's been doing Call of Duty Zombies for a decade, like, we all have, whatever. And he's been going to school. And he's going to, like, very high-level school for, I don't even know, like, some doctorate in some chemical thing. Like, very high-level stuff. And he's multiple times throughout the Call of Duty Zombies seasons throughout the game, has, like, taken time from school to make videos. And, like, Treyarch now has a relationship with him, and, like, he has a relationship with Activision where they'll, fly him out to play the game early. They'll ask him questions and stuff. Like, he'll talk to Blundell, the pretty much the studio head at Treyarch at this point, but the Zombies guy. He's the Zombies guy. He's the studio head at Treyarch, but he's the Zombies guy. And so, like, he'll do conversations with Blundell, and, they'll ask him, it's like, hey, Milo, what do you think we should change in the game? And he'll say this and this and this.
Like, what if you put me in the game?
Yeah. And that's what they did. And Revelations, there's Easter eggs to 4 of the biggest zombies YouTubers. There's a waffle on Revelations for Mr. Waffle Waffles. There's a crown for Glitching Queen, I believe. There's like 2 other ones for other zombies, which is really cool. Just kind of like, hey guys, thanks for being cool in our game. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Milo pretty much is the poster boy for Call of Duty Zombies from Activision too. Like they're like, we like this guy. You're gonna be pushing the game for us. And I don't know if they pay him, but they definitely fly him out and give him the game early.
They don't have to.
Yeah, they don't have to, but legally he technically is working for them. And he still made this video saying, literally at first he changed the title, but at first it was titled, you should not buy Black Ops 4 just for zombies. Like it's 40 minutes of him pretty much saying, like, your game is broken. You should not have released this game. It's literally unplayable. This is like a beta right now. Mm-hmm. You should not have released this game at this state. Like, coming from Milo it's a big deal, and it kind of hurts because it's like, out of anyone to shill or anyone to lie and keep it under wraps, it would be him because he's getting the most from the. He even said it's like if saying this cuts my ties to Activision, I don't care. Like if Jason Blundell never talks to me again, if Activision never flies me out again, I don't care. The community needs to know that this game is unfinished. And he's not wrong.
But it's like after a month out, how much do you think it'll really do from someone like him and from other people in the community like talking about it?
I don't know. So
because like other outlets that I read aren't talking about this.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're talking about the other real issue with this game, which is their opening of microtransactions in this game.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second because that's also another problem. But I think the biggest reason why, one of the reasons why I think I'm upset, and this I think can get fixed, is Jason Blundell himself. So Jason Blundell has become a meme at this point. It's sometimes circles outside of the Call of Duty Zombies, but not really.
There's no Jeff Kaplan.
No, but
Jeff Kaplan's a funny dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. But he's definitely a meme for us because Jason Blundell's whole thing, and it has been forever, is secrecy, but kind of a joking one. It's like someone will ask him a question and then jokingly will say, "Can't answer that." Like, and like he'll do it in such a way where it's kind of funny. Like he won't answer story because people will ask him questions like, "What happens in this map?" It's like he's not going to answer that. Or what is it? Not going to answer that. Like, can you give us a hint to a cipher? No. Like, and so it eventually got to the point where for this game, Black Ops 4, Milo interviewed him and literally Jason said nothing. Like it was Milo, he took time out of university, flew out to Comic-Con New York, because he lives in England, flew out to Comic-Con New York just to talk to Blundell, did like a 20-minute interview, which got cut short because Jason Blundell said, "I have to go." And Jason literally answered 0 of his questions. And it's like this man is being too cryptic and not talking to the community. Like at all. Seeing 0 things about what's happening in their game. And it's frustrating because like Jay, you're the guy. Like I know there's no like Von der Haar is kind of the spokesman of Call of Duty at this point. Like I mean he's I think he's a lead developer, but he's kind of the guy that comes out and says, "These are the things in our game." Like he's that guy. But Jason Blundell is that for zombies. He's unofficially that for zombies. He has been since Black Ops 2 pretty much. So and the fact that he's not saying anything about these problems, not even addressing, like not once has like these update patches said like they'll say things like we've noticed there's been several crashing fixes. Most of them are fixed. It's like no, they're not. They're not fixed.
And whatever was fixed, what are they? Can you give us
exactly?
details?
Exactly. They don't, and they never say, "Oh, this is what we found. This is why it's happening." Or blah, blah, blah. Or at least acknowledge, we understand that the majority of people are getting crashes and that's how their games are ending. We are trying our goddamn hardest to fix it. Like something like that would have been like...
Acknowledge
that your game is broken. But they're not. And yeah, like I said, I think it's because this game got released early, probably because of Activision wanting to push this game out before all the big boy games like Red Dead and stuff like that. Mostly Red Dead.
It's mostly Red Dead.
Because Activision knows... They can see from the numbers, Call of Duty doesn't sell as well as it used to. It will die soon.
And Rockstar is always that game when it comes. Rockstar games don't come out that often, so when they do, everyone gets out of the fucking pool.
Yeah, exactly. And so Activision
a lot of people move their games to spring of next year because of Red Dead.
Yeah,
it's that big of a deal.
Yeah. And so Activision was like, fine, well, because usually Call of Duty comes out in November, but this one came out in October, a whole month early. And
also to beat up Battlefield as well.
Mostly,
it also worked out for them as well. Like, you know what? Fuck it, we're going to beat our competition that we have. Forget them, dude. We'll just have it come out here. People will be happy because it's out early. Cool. People will probably want to buy it more.
Exactly.
It comes out early.
I get it. I get why they did it. But the problem is...
Stupid idea.
But the problem is gutting your game a year and a half in and then releasing it early is not a good combination. Obviously.
It's only there's so many people ask something.
So, there's my alarm going off. That's fun. Ignore that. So yeah, that's zombies. It's a goddamn nightmare mess. So quickly, let's move on to Smash. And then I'm probably going to have to go soon. I have to go pick up my mom. So yeah, Call of Duty is fucking broken. And hopefully it gets fixed. I don't know when it will. I will definitely talk about it if and when it gets fixed. Or when Jason says something. But I want to talk about Smash.
What do you want to talk about with Smash? I watched that whole direct about 3 times, but like twice, just kind of like always in the background, other people reacting to it. What do you want to talk about with it?
So
the direct or just as a whole? Now that like all the news from it is pretty much out.
I didn't watch the direct. I just watched the
trailers,
the
character trailers, and the
one.
There was 2. there was a character trailers and the character trailer, but for 2 characters.
Yeah.
And then it was like the one at the end.
Yeah, I'm talking about
for
the
World
one,
of Light.
Yeah, the World of Light thing. So have we had like a because this is a story mode, right? That's
they emphasize that it's. They even said like it's a mode we're gonna emphasize more on the fun than story this time.
Okay.
Because the only real story the game's ever had was Subspace and Brawl, which is the Wii one.
Yeah, and you've been saying that
they wanted Subspace back forever. Yeah. Since they cut it for 4, people wanted a mode like that back. Because as a replacement, we got like Smash Tour in 4, which is you play pseudo Mario Party, and the mini games are just like you playing Smash. And nobody played it. I've never played it.
Yeah.
I've had that game since launch. I've never opened that menu up because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I just play what I always play. The classic mode, the minigame stuff, maybe crazy orders or whatever, but it's no replacement for Subspace. Or at least like anything that was interesting that was like Subspace.
And do you think this is going to be that?
No.
No? Okay.
It's its own thing.
Okay. Is it a good thing?
It's what I wanted.
Okay.
It's just a new kind of somewhat like linear story mode kind of thing that I wanted.
Another mode to play besides the other
mode that isn't like a fucking weird gimmick that nobody asked for. Yeah. Nobody asked for Smash Tour. They put a lot of work in that fucking mode too. A lot of man hours on that fucking mode. Nobody's played it. I've never seen gameplay of that mode outside of the directs.
Yeah.
No one plays that mode. Even like as a joke, nobody plays it. It's one of those.
It looks very interesting. I've said multiple times, I have never really played Smash that much. I just talked about this with Andres before the podcast. I played Smash the other day, Smash 4, and I realized that I am so inept at Smash. I didn't know you could block in that game.
Yeah, you shield. There's even perfect shielding too.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that. The perfect shielding, the shielding mechanic, like any of that stuff.
If you're playing Melee, you could move the shield around and do weird shit with it.
A couple days ago,
high level tech.
A couple days ago, I watched a video. I literally typed on YouTube, like how to play Smash, like for beginners. I wanted to learn.
You were there for like 5 hours. There's a lot to do.
It was like
and it depends on what game you're playing.
It was like a 20-minute.
Are you asking for 64? Are you asking for Melee? Or asking for
Smash 4 because I thought that it'd be the closest.
You have to make sure, but you have to make sure if you're watching anything, it's on 4.
Yeah, because it's the closest one I think to what
it is. Yeah, it's confirmed. It feels the most like 4,
and so
it's faster than 4 and less ending lag and.
But literally like.
But the mechanics are going to be carried over.
I mean that video was literally exactly what I wanted. And I wish I knew who made it because it was exactly what it was from. Here's the jumping mechanic. Here's the fight. Like, here is the core mechanics of a person who has literally never played this game before.
You can jump twice. You have fast falling.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Unless your character doesn't have double jump or like their Yoshi.
Some characters can like grapple onto walls, like Bayonetta can, which I didn't even know
which is a tether. Yeah, some people have wall jumps. Like Greninja has one. Bayonetta has one. Captain Falcon has one.
Yeah, and so learning all that stuff is. If
you play Bayonetta's gonna like you, by the way.
Why?
Because when she came out, she was busted.
Okay.
You paid $6 and you got to top 8.
Is she?
She was DLC and she was broken.
Do you know if she's still
She got nerfed, but she's still like insane. We won't know how good she'll be in Ultimate, but don't play Bayo.
Okay.
Just don't.
What about Mega Man?
You won't have fun, but you can play them.
Okay. Sam, those are like the 2 characters that
if you want to learn to play Smash, the real hard, annoying answer is you play Kirby.
Yeah.
Because Kirby is designed to, if you don't know how to play Smash, you play Kirby.
Yeah.
Because he has a lot of jumps. He can float. His up B is decent. His moves are really simple.
And he's not cheap. Like, people won't hate you.
He's never been good. He was okay. He was all right in
No one will hate
64.
you for playing Kirby.
No, they'll go, oh, you're new.
Okay.
Because I bet you'll just jump and press down B a lot. Because every new person who plays Smash plays Kirby and does down B.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to learn how to play the game more, you go to like Mario and Link. And Mario is really fucking good as a 4. And Link only got better. I'm going to play Link in Ultimate because they changed his moves.
Cool.
They changed the way his bombs work. They're even better than they used to be. Link having bombs made him really good.
Yeah.
Letting him hold onto bombs as of like Brawl going forward made him so good.
That's good.
Link is really good. And Link's, you can understand him.
All right.
But don't play like Greninja or Olimar or Mega Man or Duck Hunt.
Yeah, the Mega Man one hurts because I like
or Palutena or Rosalina.
Oh, no. Rosalina's bad too?
No, it wasn't like hard to learn.
Okay.
Rosalina was like pretty good, but she isn't as good anymore.
Oh, okay.
If you're an asshole, you could play like Diddy Kong too. But Diddy Kong's he used to be so fucking good.
All right, cool. So we got like 10 minutes left and then I got it.
Well, let's talk about the new characters.
Okay.
Did you give a shit about the new characters they showed off?
Not at all.
Not even a little?
Piranha Plant, cool.
I'm so happy that he's in because fuck everybody being mad. Fucking Plant Gang rules. People were so mad and I was so happy that people were so fucking pissed at this show character. Because every Smash game has like a, what? Okay, we'll put him in. Sure. For I would say for 64, it was Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was she was weird. Like, she plays like Kirby, but her up B doesn't have recovery, but it kills if you hit it. Like, what is this character? She's fucking weird. In, I would say, like, if for Melee, it would be Pichu. Because I'd say Pichu and Game & Watch, but more Pichu. Because Pichu is just Pikachu, but worse in every single way.
All right, you're talking over my head here, and we got 10 minutes left, and I still want to talk about Diablo.
Yeah.
So, literally, you pretty much answered what I wanted to know about this game, because I actually didn't know much about what this game mode was, so I didn't watch the direct. I just saw the trailer, and I thought this trailer was dope. All right, Diablo. First, I want to talk about. I got Diablo 3 on my Switch. I'm having a goddamn gale time. I don't know how many hours in, but this is my first time I've ever taken my Switch to work with me to play on my break, to play the 15 minutes of break.
Diablo 3, after a certain point, decided to become an infinity game when they added the seasons in. It's that game you can never stop playing.
Yeah, which is...
Once they rotate seasons out onto the Switch version, which is like, I think maybe like about a month or something. I didn't actually look on that.
Yeah.
It'll be an infinite game.
Which is like what I've been...
It'll be what Borderlands 2 became later on.
That's the thing. I've talked about this. I want a game like Borderlands 2 again. I haven't played a game like Borderlands 2 since Borderlands 2. You can say...
Well, you can still play that game because that game still got... got new shit in it on the PC, which is wild.
I have it on my PC. It's good. It's
people play that game a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
Like, the player base
still will play
came back like 2 years ago. It's fucking big again.
Before Black Ops 4 came out, I still would put a good amount of time in that game. It's really good.
It has lots of players still.
But even after Borderlands 2, you can say the pre-sequel because it's still the same game.
But people who like Borderlands don't play pre-sequel anymore.
No, yeah.
They played it, be like, hey, it's new Borderlands.
I've already talked about why I don't like that game.
Like, nah, fuck this game. 2 is such a better game in every way possible.
Exactly. Pre-sequel is not bad in terms of what the game is. It's still Borderlands. Like, it's still, if you want to play that game as your game forever, you can. It's fine.
But 2 is your much better option.
2 is the better one.
2 is just a really good game.
Exactly. But Diablo 3 has, again, I'm not even that far in. But I'm having such.
Do you actually equip every piece of equipment like manually?
The what?
Do you put all your equipment on manually?
Are you supposed to?
No.
Okay.
Most people play auto equip because turn your brain off.
Okay.
And so you can do that if you want, but at a certain point, they're like,
no,
cares?
I'm trying.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, got it. I don't know yet. I'm still learning on like what's important or not.
You just turn that on. It's like, hey, auto equip. Just turn it on. It's like,
whatever the biggest number
is the number bigger? It'll just change it out.
See, that's the thing.
Think about how much equipment you get from like one dungeon run.
The problem is that like there's so many common items, and I don't want there's so many common items that are a higher number than I'm noticing like the having more armor doesn't necessarily mean I will do better. I like having because I'm playing the wizard. I'm playing a female wizard and I named her Cambria because obviously.
Like the car, the Camry?
No, like the character Cambria from Koei to Cambria because obviously. And
I thought that was like an anime reference. No, with you. I knew it was what it was fucking from. So predictable.
Yeah, I am.
Whatever. It's cool. Have fun. Have role play.
Yeah, I always play wizard, and I lately have been
Fuck you. I'm just kidding. I hate playing people play wizards though. Every time. Because they're always that guy.
I'm that guy.
That's why, and I hate playing with those people.
I'm a wizard mage guy. Like
whether like in tabletop or any other game shit, people play wizards. I'm like, oh yes, you're a wizard. All right, fine.
Yeah, wizard, mage, warlock. Like those. I like magic.
I hate wizards. I like magic casters that are not wizards.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay.
That's why I play Witch Doctor in Diablo.
I didn't like the stuff that Witch Doctor did.
He's also not in the mobile game.
We'll talk about it.
Like, why'd you get rid of Witch Doctor? What the fuck?
Yeah, wizards usually my like bottom of the list out of all the magic users. Like I like warlocks usually because that's cooler. They're like warrior.
I love warlocks in Warcraft.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
But yeah, Diablo 3, I'm having a gale time.
Guess what? Diablo 3 is a good game.
All right. We got to talk about Diablo Immortal, and then I got to go. All right. So my thoughts on the Diablo Immortal situation is Blizzard seems to be messing up because I'm a new Diablo fan. I'm not even a fan yet. I don't know. I like Diablo 3. I can't call myself a fan even yet. But
you played Overwatch for like 20 hours. Like that was a cool game.
I still play Overwatch.
You still go back?
Yeah, I like Overwatch.
Oh, I didn't know you kept playing it because you don't really talk about it.
Oh yeah, I haven't talked about any other games since fucking Black Ops 4.
I hung up my hat on Overwatch. I went out to pasture like in season 5. I was like, all right, I'm done. I retired at Golds.
Fair.
Fuck this game. I'm out. Peace.
Fair.
Balancing sucks. I'm out.
My Switch and Black Ops 4 are kind of the end now. Yeah, like I said, yeah, whatever. But Diablo Immortal, the way I'm seeing it, and again, I'm not that invested in the series, obviously, but it seems
a lot of people are.
And a lot of people are. And it seems like
you learned this weekend.
It seems like, okay, Blizzard messed up. They did a boo-boo. That being said, the reaction I'm seeing from Diablo fans is, Diablo fans
at the con or like on Twitter.
More than just Twitter, like just like on like videos.
You know what I mean? Like internet people being stupid.
Internet.
Because that always happens. I mean like people at the con, or do you mean just in general?
I don't know. I don't care about content.
That's stuff that was the fun part about this reaction, because it was real and not brain dead idiots. Because that's where the really famous clip of the guy there's two really famous clips at the Diablo panel, which is when they talk about it, they're talking about the mobile app and it's going to be free to play, and the crowd audibly boos.
Oh, yeah, I saw
and
that.
it is super loud.
So, yeah.
And we got the golden quote of, don't you guys all have phones?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
and
I
that
saw
was like step one to the downfall of like even more of this
so
shit.
So that also still confirms what my thought is. The way I'm looking at it is Diablo fans are like kids not getting the toy they wanted at McDonald's. They're still getting a toy. They'll probably play it. They'll probably enjoy it, but it's not the one they wanted. That's how I'm seeing it.
I legitimately think you're wrong. They won't. Okay. Because guess what? A lot of Diablo fans...
Because you know why I'm saying that too,
No,
right?
I understand why. But legitimately, a lot of people who were Diablo fans don't like 3.
Oh, okay.
They still don't like... Because 3 is a casualized version of Diablo.
Got it.
They still don't like that game. It's a better game, sure. But there's still a good chunk of people out there who don't like that game.
So like Diablo diehards...
Play still play 1 and 2.
Got it. Okay, because usually...
Because 3 came out, it was lauded for many reasons, but also people didn't like the game itself.
Because usually, like...
I know people still don't like Diablo 3.
We just talked about this Fallout 76. Like, usually when diehards like a series, they'll play the game.
Blizzard diehards are different.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Because they're insane. They're like Apple fans.
No, Apple fans will get
Think
whatever.
about BlizzCon tickets are like $500 fucking dollars, and they sell it like in an hour.
Yeah, no.
Blizzard fans are very dedicated. They're very passionate in good ways and bad.
Yeah.
Because in good ways, they like do incredible things. Like Overwatch is whatever you can say about it. They've done some incredible things with the community together. Like it's really they made the Overwatch League even be financially viable,
which is cool.
Which is like fans, businessmen, and the creators coming in,
and it's not hurting anyone. It's cool.
All the most good things that come out of WoW, community-wise, have been really cool.
It seems to get better,
and StarCraft, like StarCraft's still alive because fans are still around.
Yeah, this is true.
Hearthstone's doing better than ever. Hearthstone would not, without streamers in the community, Hearthstone would be a fucking dead game.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
That community's so alive and vibrant with people. Like, I left it, but the people who were in it were really cool.
There's also kids.
R.I.P. Ben Brode.
Kids exist, but yeah, you're right.
I miss Ben Brode a lot. He's kind of reason I also didn't want to come back to Hearthstone because he left and he was really cool.
But, okay, I'm wrong.
Well, like, there's context of it. For one, Diablo 3 was not liked on launch.
This is true.
Still lauded when it was fixed. What was there? A lot of people didn't like it. And they're like, well, fuck, we're stuck with this game. But then there was talks of like, no, we're working on multiple Diablo projects. Because that's where a lot of the stuff comes from. It's like, you know what? Diablo 3 has been out
since
2012. It's been, if you want to play a Diablo game that was new, you are stuck with this one.
So yeah, here's the thing. Years, right? Here's the thing. I've never, and tell me if I'm wrong about this. And I think, and this is why I thought Diablo fans were mad.
There's an overreaction that is like unacceptable. But
I thought some of it was justified was, and correct me if I'm wrong, Blizzard has never said the word Diablo 4 yet.
No,
right?
Until 2 to 3 months ago.
Got it.
Very recently.
Got it.
I don't even think they said 4.
That's the thing.
Because what happened was,
that's the thing. If they haven't said Diablo 4, I get why.
There was rumors of Diablo 4 like at BlizzCon last year, and there was talks about like Blizzard's like, honestly, we want to tell you guys we're working on multiple Diablo projects. Like, oh shit, BlizzCon's something really cool. It's like a new Diablo thing. What is it? What is it going to be?
Yeah.
And then I think like the week before BlizzCon, they said pretty much flat out said it's not going to be Diablo 4 at BlizzCon.
Yeah.
They pretty much just said that. They said, still get excited. It's going to be something cool for you guys. And the cool thing was a mobile game that no one asked for.
Yeah. Which at first still
shitty, but it's like, whatever, we can let it go. But then they're like, oh, wait, that is all they're going to show us. That is it.
Yeah.
We are stuck with this. For new Diablo things, not even like new stuff for the Diablo 3 on PC. We are stuck with this.
Now,
that's not on top of the other things that have come out over the couple days.
Yeah, so at first, again...
It was already a bad start. It's only gotten worse.
Exactly. So at first, when I heard the mobile thing and everyone freaking out, I was like, oh, it's a mobile game. It's like, come on, guys. Mobile games aren't that bad. Like, and here's another argument that I made at first, again, because I didn't know the details.
There's a long history. I understand. Like it's a big had to do.
Yeah, I'm just simply looking at the reaction. And so when I'm looking at like why are people mad at this mobile game and not say Elder Scrolls Swords? It's like so obviously the problem isn't that it's a mobile game. That's not the issue.
No,
because people keep saying we don't want a mobile game. Like we say mobile games. Like that's not the problem because most of you guys will probably play Elder Scrolls Swords.
And even if they don't like it, they can throw it away.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem,
that's the thing. Like that's the thing. If you don't like mobile games, just fucking don't play this one. You already have one. But I didn't know they didn't like whatever. And so the idea that like they're saying we don't want a mobile game, that's not it.
It wasn't just that. There's a lot of it is that because honestly,
and
like
those people suck. Whatever. And the people that like I said, because I'm sure those people are going to exist. The people that they say they're mad, but they're going to play it anyways.
Those are the people. Those people exist.
But the people like me were like, man, fuck this. The mobile games generally at a big game suck.
Yeah.
Because I'm always right on that shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I played Animal Crossing for too long because I was like, it's going to get better, right? It never did.
All right. We got a quick finish.
Well, but like you were saying, like, the reason people weren't as mad about the Elder Scrolls Arena shit was because they announced Elder Scrolls 6 there. They had other things that were big that people gave a shit about.
You're right.
They said, all right, we have this game. All right, if you like, it's going to be really cool. But also, we still have this. It won't come out for like, until you have grandkids.
Do you think?
But we still have it.
Do you think if
but
they didn't,
everyone who cared about Diablo is stuck with this?
Yeah. Do you think?
And then the quality of it is looking even worse when details came out.
That's a big one.
Because the detail is that the company they're partnering with, for one, I found the reason why they partner with them is that they're the company that distributes their shit in Asia. Because most people in Asia don't play on consoles, mainly mobile. Asian stuff is mostly mobile. Most of the market share comes from mobile stuff.
Yeah.
So they get, or like PC cafes, PC bongs or whatever. And then people dug through like, well, what games have they made? And they found a Diablo clone that exists. It's already in English. And they look a lot alike. Like you could put them side by side and they look so similar. So it's kind of a clone of a clone of a clone is what you're getting as your new Diablo game. Suck it up. That's what you get. Yeah. Don't complain. Don't be entitled, gamers. Go home.
Yeah, exactly. So
and that's the vibe that was given off by journalists reacting to it, for people going fucking batshit.
And that was my reaction too.
Like there's still like some people that are just fucking stupid.
Because my reaction is
that always happens.
Yeah, because my reaction usually for gamers, whatever, is like if you like most fucking diehard gamers are that they are just children yelling about a toy. Like usually, like I'm usually right about that. That's the thing.
And there are lots of man children and like all kinds of nerd shit.
Exactly.
Like in all kinds of any kinds of hobby, there's always like those people like who just yell and do dumb shit.
Yeah, nerd culture is annoying sometimes.
The fat 50-year-old dude who watches sports and yells that his team sucks. I could do better. But
exactly,
he's a super like those people exist just in different forms.
Yeah, and that's what I thought this was at first, and it seems like it's not. Okay,
and it kind of is that. It kind of is.
It kind of is and kind of not. The reaction is fair. I think the amount of the scale of it is unjustified. I think.
The digital tomato throwing.
That like 98% dislike ratio on these videos is like that's ridiculous.
That's fair because that's voting with what you tell them what you don't like. That's fair. That's not, you're not hurting anybody doing that.
No, I'm not saying
clicking a button doesn't hurt anybody.
I'm not saying, but I'm like I said. I think I don't think it's that. I don't think it's literally 98% of the community.
I think it's worth it because fuck this game.
Whatever.
This game doesn't need to exist.
Fair.
It's only there to make money because it's gonna be free. Okay, if it was like
point because I gotta go.
If you paid for this game, like it was like it's a mobile game, but you like pay for it's like a real big game. We made it like $10. I think it'd be a lot less hate.
Fair.
With anybody company that like does like Chinese like knockoffs of shit that's like freemium, waste your time, waste your money shit. Be a little less so, but it's like every part of this trying to defend Blizzard is like it's bad. The reaction is like a little much for some people, but you can't defend Blizzard at this point with like how much it's going on.
Fair enough. All right,
and they're a company, not a people.
I gotta go. I have to be somewhere in like 10 minutes. All right. Bye guys. That was fun. Yeah, there you go.